Good morning, Zimbabweans. Just a quick look of the state of affairs in our country. I think 3 or 4 years ago, when this regime of Mnangagwa came into power, a lot of things were promised. Electrification of our country, improvement of infrastructure, improvement of our hospitals, just to mention a few. Let's look at the current things back home. The cost of living has gone up. The cost of dying has gone up. It's not affordable for those who are living to bury the dead. What is the priority of government? Building a parliament when there are no medicines in hospital. Buying a lot of police cars, fair and fine. But is that not misplaced priority when we don't have medication in hospitals? Okay, let's give them an excuse for that. What about building mortuaries instead of buying medications? Can you claim you have a leader, really, who has such misplaced priorities? Look at our ministers. Some of the government ministers, namely Mutangiri and Nick Mangwana, their families are here in Europe. A clear sign, a very clear sign, they don't trust their system. Mutangiri was said to be our savior. He has come to put the financial ministry in order. Guess what? A hell of chaos. You can't even afford to get your money, your own money, from the bank. But yet their relatives are transacting money on the black market. Is that healthy for a nation? And you, the youth, you are being used like toilet papers by these old madalas. Some of you, I'm not trying to be cheeky. Some of you, I can say 80% of you, have never seen a payslip. You are vending with your degrees or your certificates hanged over the wall like that. And you are vending. And you hear some of you saying, deep fair. Guys, wake up. Register to vote in 2023. Not only register, but turn up to vote on the voting day. Because if you register and don't turn up to vote, it's just as good as not registering. And remember, your future as youth is in your hands. Look at all the countries all over the world. The Russian Revolution, it was the youth. The Arab Spring Revolution in North Africa, where we find the president of Tunisia running away, it was the youth. The French Revolution, it was the youth. You still have that much needed energy to turn things around, to defend your vote. But if you say they do Vega, nothing will happen. Honestly, you need to pull up your socks and do something with your future, because the future is in your own hands. These old folks who are claiming to be liberators don't have you in their minds. And to be quite precise, Mnangagwa is more interested in feeding his fish than feeding you, the youth. That's a simple fact of life. Turn up in your thousands and register to vote. Tell your friends if you are in the cities, in the rural areas, to wake up and smell the coffee, and vice versa. If you see government ministers not having faith in the government they are in, that left a lot to be desired. How can you live far away from your family when you are government ministers? We all know how ladies will be happy to say, oh, I'm the wife of a government minister. But if you see them deciding to say, oh no, you go and do that job, I'll stay here. That tells a lot. It's high time you wake up. Otherwise, you will die as vendors, sniffing glue and playing chabuta on these little bridges, walking on sewage. And some of the sewage pipes in most cities around our country were laid when I was born, and they are still in use. Can you claim that government cares? Obviously, no. I think 3 years to be precise, we had this Chimani disaster. A lot of parents died. A lot of orphans were left. Some are dropouts in schools. Some are living in dire poverty, swimming in poverty. In a country like Zimbabwe, where the resources outnumber the population. But the government is prioritizing building a parliament, building more mortuaries. What does that mean? To you as a youth, does that government care? Obviously not. Listen, guys, the future or your future is in your own hands. It's high time you take action. Register to vote, go and vote, defend your vote. Because this cycle of poverty is going to be with you till the end of this century. If you are not careful, they are claiming to have been sanctioned by the Western countries, but their families are living there. Does that really make sense? I don't think so. Joseph Pope Magufuli the late, if the current government administration don't mess it up within by the year 2023 or maybe 2024, it will be a middle income nation, Tanzania. But he never borrowed a thing. Our country is slowly but surely becoming the 24th province of China, outside the mainland China. And you think that is normal? You are a vendor, your wife is a vendor, your child will become a vendor. That's abnormal. Don't normalize the abnormal. Turn up in your thousands and register to vote. And cast your vote when the voting time comes. Your future is in your hands. Zimbabwean youth, go and register to vote. Thank you.